Nnewi City. I greet you all Nigerians. Sanu, whatever it is that is your own local language. But specifically this video is designated for the people in Nnewi Zone. My name is King Ifeanyi Chukwuoruro. Ajani Nkembu Isimili na Solora Nankano. I am from Akbugo, in Nkano land, in Enugu State. I'm an Igbo man. I'm a Nigerian. And I am the pioneer of the I Ga Eso Welu ROADSHOW. I Ga Eso Welu ROADSHOW is a national showcase of Nigeria, designed to show our people in a different light, in a new light, in a normal light, to the world. It is a global showcase, whereby when we are in a Nnewi zone, and it is specifically for the zone, not for the city, hosted in the city of Nnewi, in Nnewi North Local Government of Anambra State, but for the zone, for people in Oruku, in Oga, in Osumei, in Orifite, in Azia, in Amici, and on and on. We are here to showcase all that is good in the zone. The events will happen for 4 days, September 28th, 29th, 30th, and October 1st. Principally at Nnewi High School, but also with different events at all facilities across Nnewi City. And aside from that, we'll be visiting and touring the different communities in the Nnewi Zone to tell the stories of our people, to show the landscape, to express to the world the opportunities. We'll be shooting this with 28 cameras and 5 drones, making sure that we show the world every single thing that is good about the zone, every single person that should matter. And this event is made up of 7 distinct showcases. The first is the job fair, where we are hiring 500,000 people. Yes, I know I can say 5,000, you'll believe me. But the actual number, the truthful, factual number, is 500,000 jobs that we have now that we are hiring across the country, which will be available to the people in the Nnewi Zone to participate in free of charge. Everything that has to do with the job fair is free of charge. Then we're going to have the trade fair component, where our businessmen across all different areas of trade and investment can come in and showcase their wares, their products, their brands, be it fashion, be it technology, be it oil, be it electronics and electrical, be it products you just want to sell on the field, people who are selling food that will go very fast, be it that you're a DJ and you want to showcase your abilities and your capacity. Create a platform so that people in the zone, it's funny because someone will come to do a wedding in the Nnewi Zone from Lagos, carry photographer, carry makeup artists, carry all this. And sometimes you want to blame them, but there's no proper directory for people to know who is who sometimes. So this is an opportunity for people from all over to come and see what Nnewi Zone has to offer. For people in Oruku to see what people in Adaziani have to offer, and co and co. And then we have the talent showcase, the talent competition across sports and physical activities, across arts and crafts, across performing arts. So someone can even build this table or this chair, and that can be the basis for winning, because talent is everything great that someone can do in all the different fields. Modeling, acting, singing, but also furniture, welding, shoemaking, architecture, product design, graphics design, arts, and the like. Then we have exhibitions, because while our people are there and we're showcasing them and giving them opportunities to jobs and showing their talents, we also want to show them the best of what's in the world. So every time we watch the media and we see what's happening in technology in China, we want our people to be able to see those electric cars, humanoid robots, microscopes, telescopes, stethoscopes, the working of different fields of medicine and arts and fashion, your ability to interface with designers and photographers, touch and feel, like the quality of camera that we're using to shoot this, and have exhibitions on animals and the natural world, horses, plant life, see how things grow, see what's happening in the world as it relates to agriculture, as it relates to what we should have in terms of zoos, where you have a mini zoo where you can look and feel and, you know, start to fall in love with animals, parrots, horses, horse, parrot, something was distracting me, sorry. And I like to freestyle this, so no edit, please. Parrots, horses, tortoise, all the different things that our people should feel, seeds, how they grow, manure, how it works, and, you know, all that science and technology, like I said, microscopes, telescopes, let people observe the night sky, start to think about other creative careers. If it is possible for us, we've not integrated this, but if we can find someone in Nigeria that can manage it, we don't mind paying for it, to introduce things like rocket technologies that people can see, and then arts and crafts, let our people see how to sew, the real modern machinery and all that. That's exhibitions. Then we have the tourism component, where we are reaching out to our sons and daughters all over the world, and we're reaching out to delegations, foreign ministries, embassies, the Chinese, the Turkish, the German, the Russian, the American, and thank God, and I bless you for all the ambassadors and foreign missions that have agreed to partner with us, the chambers of commerces all over the world that are working with us, and the international organizations of Nigerians in Nnewi and USA and this that are working with us. We really appreciate that. And the point is for our sons and daughters and for others to come in for cultural, for leisure, or for business tourism and be able to see the opportunities in the land. Another aspect of what we're doing is about trade and investment, where we're highlighting in all 55 cities, including Nnewi Zone, 100 million alosewa, which translates to $101 million of projects that we can do in the zone that will enable this vision that we have for inward movement of development across Africa, so that development, science and technology, economic progression, educational institutions, research institutions, opportunity in life as a whole begins to move inland, and it's not just domiciled in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt and Kano, but that everywhere in Mambila, in Maiduguri, in Nsukka, in Lokoja, that true development is coming in hospitality, in real estate. We have a lot of empty properties in Abuja unoccupied by anybody, money just sitting, because the investors know that they can easily borrow on that asset, they can sell it. We need to develop inland the real estate capacity, the financial systems, to also be able to, instead of having that waste capacity sit idle in places like Abuja and the island, go inland and be in use while still retaining asset value for the investors. And then at the heart of everything that we're doing is national orientation. I haven't done media in a while. This will be my first proper media in about 6 years. My last main video was The Missing Pieces Love, which I did years ago. Because we have a problem in this country in not recognizing that what is missing is love. If the people in Nnobi and the people in Umudim and the people in Nnewi and Otolo keep fighting over small things, and their society is derailing, and their children have to go and live in London as servants, I don't care if they are doctors or nurses, as servants, after they have built generational wealth that should have lasted, and nobody is capable of coming back home because they are not interested. You know, these are your fights. Then you've lost in your lifetime. You just are not realizing it. So national orientation requires complete collaboration by all of us. For our children to begin to love home, love themselves, love their lands and their waters, so that when someone wants to take a shit, he goes and finds a hole instead of putting it in a stream. When someone digs a borehole and thinks he has escaped the sanitation of the rubble, when he is running an automotive factory and putting nonsense into the water stream, he should remember that the water is coming from an aquifer. So at the heart of this is national orientation. What do we do about our family structures? What do we do about our wayward children? What do we do about retention so that our talent come back home, they stay home? What do we do about innovation? How do we modernize our education system to actually serve a functional society and advance? Because my uncle, Charles Chuksoji, likes to say that a man is rich or poor compared to his neighbor. And for all of what we are doing, I want to speak to all 37 governors, including the FCT minister. I cannot say that our society is in any way comparable to our Chinese neighbors, or our American neighbors, or our German neighbors. So we are all, you and me included, poor. I want to speak to our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I cannot say that our society has light, or security, or proper orientation, or good homogenic culture. I'm not talking about tribal confusion, where we have our independence, but then we have some sort of something binding us. And that means that you're failing, I am failing, when we compare ourselves to our neighbors in Russia, when we compare ourselves to our neighbors in Iran that are at war. And now let's bring it down to Nnewi. For my elders, with greatest respect, for the great achievements of Mekanaya Nnewi, Chief Cletus Madubugu Beto, a man who I respect, or Chief Sir Emeka Ofo, or Chief Ima Bishop Okonkwo, all members of this zone, or Chief Allen Onyema, achievers. And then for those of us who are struggling and traders and importers, are we not men that our society will continue to spin and spiral out of control, and there is no hope in the land, and our youth are running, and our villages are depleting, and we are all migrating to foreign environments, even within the country? There is a need for us to come together. This project is not a project about me or for me. Let us be clear, because I've had this question in my consultations in the Nnewi zone a lot. What is your interest? My interest is the job fair. I have a $28.28 billion project scheme which I want to hire for. I have investment for it. I didn't come here to raise money. I came to hire. Every other thing is about everybody else, the missing pieces. Because no matter what I build, it can only grow in respect of the society in which it is being built in. And so there is an importance to developing the society as a whole. So I've told you clearly that my interest is in job fair. If you don't like me, don't support, don't participate, don't do anything that relates to job fair, you will harm me very well. Every other thing is for the rest of the society. So your avoidance of that is just harmful to the rest of the society. And anybody who thinks they are projecting a person's agenda, it would have been called King Oruro Roadshow. It is I Ga Eso Welu Roadshow. Let us come together to build a new identity and project that identity to the world. An identity driven by love for ourselves, for the natural advantages that each area has. The things that make Nnewi tick are what we should be projecting to the world, selling to the world, and telling the Chinese manufacturers, you're missing a market. The Russian industrialists, you're missing a market. The New York financiers, you are missing a market. Leave NVIDIA, come here and invest in Innocent. Leave whatever you're doing, come here. There are traders. But we have to tell this story together. And so I am in Nnewi for consultations, for an understanding of the vision, for the democratization of it. We have 56 organizing committees. That is 55 local organizing committees for each of the 55 cities. Here in Nnewi, we have selected some of the members of the local organizing committee. We're still welcoming other organs and entities, whether political or social or economic, who deserve representation on that committee. The Nnewi Showcase is an Nnewi Showcase. My organization, Living Capital, and my partners are providing capital and finance to ensure that this project exists. It isn't our showcase. It isn't designed to showcase us. We will take advantage of it for employment purposes. Everybody else should come on board and take advantage of it for trade, for investment, for arts and culture, for tourism, for every other purpose. Your youth should come and participate. And like I said, the events in the Nnewi Zone, September 28th, 29th, 30th, and October 1st, principally at Nnewi High School, but also across the environment, different venues. That's why we have a website, which will be in this video at some point. But it's ajani.com/roadshow, AJAANI.com/roadshow, where you can always get all the information. But aside from that, when we are here, we want to be told by the people in the zone what should be projected about the zone. And again, and in closing, this is not an Nnewi showcase. It is an I Ga Eso Welu showcase in Nnewi City for the zone, about 50 different towns, including Enugu. I'm sorry, not Enugu, Ibuku, including Nanka, including Oko, right? And all the environment. So I pray that we will get the right participation. Our events, we will have a movie production here in Nnewi, scripted, directed, starred in by children of the zone, by producers in the zone. And that production starts on the 17th of August. We are auditioning for those roles now. You can use the website to get more information. We are going to have a music production in the zone, full album produced in the zone. That again starts on the 17th. We're going to play league sports in 16 sports, including archery, including badminton, swimming, football, and the like in the zone. Again, final production of each of these things starts on the 17th of August. So from the 17th of August till the 28th, when we now start the global showcase, those who want to participate in those things should come on board. As far as the jobs and the talent showcase, it is if we see you, we know you're serious. So those ones you do strictly at the event grounds during the period. And it would be very easy to know when we get started, because from the 28th of August to the 28th of September, when the event is happening, if you do not know that I Ga Eso Welu is coming to town, you have not opened your eyes, because billboards will close it for you. You have not opened your ears, because jingles will close it for you. You have not come out on the street, because parades will show you that we are coming to town. But this is a general communication, a general video, a basic introduction to what we're doing. And I pray for maximal support, maximal collaboration. We named it I Ga Eso Welu because this is not about me. It's about all of us. And when you come on board, I will not allow it to be about you. You should not want it to be about you. It should be about all of us. This should be a labor of love from us to our people, making sure that as many people from as many different walks of life as possible can participate in the next stage of national development, inclusive of political leaders, social leaders, organizations, clubs, businessmen, individuals, charity organizations. Everybody is welcome. Isonwelo de show. I'm bringing a vision. Help me consummate it and congeal it into a homogeneous presentation of the best of what we are to the world. And so, Ibulonye Nnewi in Olna Nnewi Zone, Ibonye Oga, Ibonye Orifite, Ibonye Nnobi, Ibonye Oruku, Ibonye Adaziani, Adazi Nnuku, Ibonye Nneni, Ibonye Obona Nonoza, Eba, anybody from this area. My simple question to you is, I Ga Eso Welu. Thank you.